So let's go ahead and set this up. So this is the week of Hannah's birthday. It says she my best pal. She needed a cute spray. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think this is gonna be so pretty. It's no longer a job. If you want to order it, just shoot me an email. Just, you know, doing the best I can. Okay, here we go. And then we got some extra things. I don't know exactly what I'm using yet, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and just do the do, hope for the best. I don't have my scripts for this yet because I just sent them to Hannah literally a day ago and I haven't seen her yet. And I will see her momentarily and get those, and it's going to be fantastic. So, also have the, like, dark green. I'm pretty sure this is sold out already. Foil bundle. Pretty sure I placed a foil order and didn't really reorder too many foil colors, which was just very mwah. Also have some extras from the last time I used this foil bundle, which I'm not even used to it. It's been quite a long time. So let's go ahead and take a picture of the thing for the thumbnail. Did I take a picture of my last thing? I just filmed like a bunch of other videos and I don't really remember if I took pictures for the thumbnails. I did. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this plan with me that you're not going to see for literally 100 years. As I keep saying, every plan with me because I'm very ahead on plan with me's, which is fun but also sad because I feel like I'm talking to very, very future you and not present you. But one day I'll be caught up because I'm going to be uploading a bunch. A bunch of, what was I talking about? I'm going to be uploading a bunch of, like, stuff in December for Plan Mess. So let's go ahead and just grab everything that I need. So I will need this. I will need this. I will not need this for right now until I get to the base. Base. Okay. And then this week I do have 2 days that are going to be 3 boxes. So I will be using all of the bougies, which is cool, or the underlays, however you want to call it. Debating, I don't think I'm going to use the green. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the green bougie, but I haven't decided because I think it might be fun. It might be fun to have them underneath. I don't know if it'll really do much for me. I think it'll just kind of cloud the design, so I'm probably not going to use those. So let me pause and think about what kind of boxes, because there's a lot of boxes and not a lot of days to use the boxes. So let me just think. Okay, let's start with the bottom washi. I didn't really think about this too much as far as like what I wanted to do. So I think I'm going to do this one here. Yeah. So last week was Hannah's birthday week. So we did birthday things. So also, me and Nick did like a little staycation, which is kind of a funny story. There will be, by the time that this goes up, there will be a vlog like 100 years ago on this week. Which actually I'm going to start compressing now because if I don't, it's going to take 12,000 years to compress. So let me just bring up Handbrake, open source, and vlog. It is 3 hours, you know, casual start. But we were supposed to go see Knife Party this week, which is like a DJ of sorts. And Knife Party hasn't toured as Knife Party in like 100 years. So me and Nick really wanted to go because they were coming to Austin, but they were coming to a club, which is kind of odd, I feel. I guess it's not super odd for them, but it's like not what we're used to. We've seen Knife Party a couple times, and it's mostly like shows. There was once I was at like a pier that I guess was kind of, it wasn't technically a club though. But, so we were like unfamiliar with the way that clubs work, but after we bought the tickets, we realized that The set time was 9. And we're like, okay, you know, and it only advertised Knife Party as being like the only person playing, or people. There are 2 people. And we were really hyped just in general. But then the day of, we were downtown, like we were staying in a hotel. My in-laws were watching my kids because we knew we wouldn't be home till like kind of later. And we knew that the show started at 9 and the place was open till 2. But we just figured, you know, maybe like Knife Party was just doing a really long set. I don't know what we were thinking. Or like maybe they do a set and then they switch to like something else because it's a club. I don't know how clubs work. So we get down there and we're eating dinner, kind of an early dinner. We would have had a bunch of time in between and we were just gonna like hang. Using this to like smooth out the bubbles. It's like hard to see on like light colored kits, but when they're dark colored kits, you can see it. And this is just my suggestion to you. So I'm gonna just do the days that I know have 3 just so I can have them done. I don't think I'm gonna color block this week. TBH, I think I'm just gonna go with the flow and not. But yeah, so we were sitting eating dinner and I like look at, I messaged the venue just to be like, oh, like what's the set time, blah, 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 because the place didn't open. I'm not gonna use the extra color. The place didn't open until, didn't open until 9. I was like, oh, they probably don't go on at 9 then. They probably want everybody to get in, right? Well, I was like, oh, what's the set time? And they're like, well, there's openers, so we don't give out set times, whatever, but just like get there early. And I'm like, what does that even mean? So we were like, wait, there's openers. So I look on their, like the venues, which was called Superstition, and they had posted, I think that day, that there was 3 openers, and I was like, WTF? And I'm like, Knife Party's not gonna go on till like midnight. And Nick was like, yeah, I don't know about this. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this either. I just don't think that we're just ready to party that hard till 2 o'clock in the morning. I just don't think that we're really made for that lifestyle. It's just not, I don't think it's gonna work. So we're like, all right, well, what else can we do? And we're like, all right, let's just go to the movies because let's just kill some time, basically. We were looking at the Alamo Drafthouse and they didn't have anything that we hadn't already seen or wasn't a spooky movie. So we decided to just go ahead and go to a different movie theater that was playing the Ninja Turtle movie because Nick really wanted to see it. So we literally skipped Knife Party and went to go see the Ninja Turtles, which honestly is just the most us thing to do that there ever was. So honestly, not even mad about it. Can't be mad. I think for these, I definitely want to use, there's just so many good boxes in this that I just know that I'm not going to get to all of them. And that just makes me uber sad. Obviously, I could have used, this is so good. I could have used extenders. I'm not going to use these. I think I'll leave out Malfoy Manor. And if I ever use this for like my birthday week, I'll use Malfoy Manor. I think I want to do the Dementor on the side over here because I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what we did, and we ended up being like in bed before Knife Party was even on based on the like the information that I had. So I'm thinking I'm going to do Hogwarts here, right? And then I want to do, I'm definitely not going to be able to use like all of the boxes I want to. This one just has so many good boxes. I think I want to do that. And then I'm going to do, I think this one here. I really like the Thestral, but I just feel like I want to use these, but then like I need 2 here. So I feel like this is the option. I don't know. Let's just continue on and see what happens. Anyways, so we did that and then we went home. It was Hannah's birthday that day, so we had game night, which was super fun. What else? So I feel like I am having trouble figuring out what color everything is, but I'm thinking that that's the dark color, so this is gonna be the black. It's the only downer with super dark kids is I'm always like, I don't know what color any of this is. TBH. TBH. Yeah, had a great time. Gave Hannah her presents. What's the dark color? Okay. And yeah, I don't know what else happened this week. The boys, we had 2 girls' nights basically because all of the boys went to a concert. They have like a bazillion concerts coming up too. Chris and Nick, but this one was with Tony and Brian as well. So they went to that on Tuesday, and then me and Hannah both played mommy daycare where we had like a bazillion kids basically. Because we watched one of Tony's kiddos too, and then we put all the kids to bed, and then we had like a game night. Super fun, super fresh. And then Wednesday was regular game night, it was girls' day. And this girls' day was actually, Amanda came over and played games with us, which was super fun. She loved Mini Azul, or just I guess Azul in general, which was super fun. I guess I could use just like one of these boxes if I want to just do that scene. But I just feel like now I messed this up if I wanted to do separate boxes. I'm going to just do this one, I think, up here. And do the scene here. Yeah. It's all good. I think so, at least. We did that, which was really fun. I got some empanadas this week, which I was really excited about. Put that in here. This is going to be such a pretty spread. Love some Harry Potter. Oopsies. Also, for Hannah's birthday, she requested us all dressing up as Guy Fieri, and I feel like we all nailed it, and it turned out to be such a cute picture. I made breakfast for her birthday. I asked her what she wanted, so I made a big old breakfast spread, and that was fun and tasty. Kind of gave me a little bit of PTSD from me trying to make breakfast for Christmas morning and then just getting violently ill for the next few days. But you know, it happens. It is Tuesday, September 12th, in case you were wondering when I'm filming this. So it's like 2 days after this day. And yeah, I'm just, living life. I leave for Disney in a couple days, which is very exciting. I think I'm going to do the full box in the middle because obviously we got top, bottom, and then, again, I could have just did extenders, but I don't really feel like it. So 4 boxes. I have a lot left. So I can use 1, 2, 3 boxes. So I want to use this one for sure. I also really like the Thestral because it's just a vibe. Also, when I think of Thestrals now, I just think of how like our Harry Potter D&D people just for the life of them could not pronounce Thestral. And then I think over here I'm gonna do do I want to do a character? It does have the Malfoy house in the background, which is kind of cool. Or I could do a flat lay. I'm thinking about doing Voldemort because he's the most spookiest. And just plop him in there. Do the Riddle Grave, which kind of makes sense, right above him. Okay. And then these are the boxes I have left, which will be going directly into the D-stash. And then we have none of those left, so those are done. And then for glitter headers, it is this one, question mark. I can't tell what I did. Is it silver again? No, it's silver, dark color, this color, and then this color. the final underlay. And then the gray header. I did go see a movie this week, so I will be using the movie marquees from there. And then finish this. And then as far as everything else goes on this page, I do want just like a piece of deco for up here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use maybe the like Malfoy's little cane thing, and then just like cut it so it could just be sticking there to go next to the month. That's cute, and that'll be all that I use from that page. Then I'm going to go ahead into the this. Do I want to do I don't know what I want to use. Maybe I'll put like the dark, I don't know. I'll think about this. Be right back. Have I gotten anywhere with this? No. Have I lost my scissors? Yes, here they are. So I was thinking for Azkaban, like taking this and like cutting it in half and putting one half on one and one half on the other. Be cool, right? A little something different. A little something, you know what I'm saying? Let me grab my little tweezers and put one of them on this half and then the other one here. And I think that works out because like it's on the water, so you can really see that of sorts. And then as far as the rest of this stuff, maybe I'll do the little Death Eater mask on our pal Voldy. Just cut that out a little bit. I'm just gonna take the whole piece off because why not at this point. So we'll do a little smushing of that, and then we're gonna just plop this one here. I just want it to look like there's just some designs on it, you know, some little extra flair. So there's that, and you kind of see it whenever it like tilts. Then I think I want to use this dark mark. It's the dark mark, right? I think so. And I'm going to put this on the, I don't know, because Death Eater would be kind of cool on the Death Eater down here. I'm just going to like put it up a little higher. And then I like this dark mark. Maybe I'll put it like over here. It's kind of cool. And then I think that that is all I want to use from this sheet in particular. Oh, that would have been cool to do on Voldy. I think I'm going to do there is no good and evil, there's only power in those too weak to see it. Just stick that here. I think that's a cool quote. And then I don't think I'm going to do any more quotes because I don't want to do too quote heavy. And then I just have the date numbers I'm going to use from the green. So it's the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th. Okay. Stick those down. I don't know if I really want to do like header overlays. I like the green, but I don't want it to be like overly green heavy. So I think I might just do full box overlays and call it a day. But even those I might just kind of be a little minimal with. Just simply because I think like the shining of the green will be in some of the icons that I use from the foil bundle. So I think for these, I'm going to use the square box on this one because there's nothing on this full box here. And then I think I'm going to use the like double box, 2 boxes for over the prisoner of Azkaban, the Azkaban prison. And then I think otherwise I am going to, I don't know, I kind of like everything the way it's going. Maybe just do one here. It's a lot of boxes on top of boxes here. That's cool. I think that that's it. I don't want to go, like I said, I don't want to go too heavy on the boxes. I think that that's kind of, I think that this one could use something though. Let's just do, I think Death Eater's kind of crooked, but let's just do this. Let's do that, and then this one on the bottom. That's good. That's all I want to do, overlays. I think I'm just going to stick to that. I'm going to just rub some of these out a little bit. Just with the back of my ruler. I probably wouldn't use a, what's it called? I wouldn't use like a metal ruler for this, or some of the foil you might take off. Kind of just depends on what kind of foil it is. But I just wouldn't. Just trying to use a plastic one or something, or like a squeegee or something like that. Okay, and I think that's good. And then I just need something for up there, which this is the month of September. So I'm just going to go into my little section here and grab a September label. Into here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then I think that's everything for the base. Like, it looks really good, doesn't it? And then I will be back in a couple of days or a couple seconds for you with the day by day. Okay, it's been a couple days, but here we are. Just been like not in the zone. And right before this, I found out that the Instagram like scheduling is like gone, like disappeared. So that's a fun time to be alive. So on Monday, I went to Starbucks and I also went to Target. I don't really remember why, but I was like in my zone basically, because this day I got, I'm gonna use an emoji maybe. I got 4 compliments on my hair this day, which was like the most I've ever gotten in my life. So I just felt like on top of the whole wide world. So I'm just going to use like a little munchkin for that. So I just felt so happy. So let me grab my tweezers, my scissors, all the things. So for this, I'm going to do Starbucks, or I guess I went to Target more than I went to Starbucks. Yeah, we'll just do Starbucks run. Right? I think so. Starbucks run. So cute. And then I just hung out with the fam. I think that there was no school this day. Was it like Labor Day or something? I don't honestly remember. It's been a while. It's been a time. So just hung out with the fam. I'm just gonna do this cut in the box thing. So I really want to see some of these. What are they called? Dark marks behind here. So for hanging out with the fam, I'm going to use, I don't know actually what I'm going to use. I feel like the brown ones are a little, like the bears are a little too, like brown. So let's do these from Teddy Plans Co. Little custom fam. So I'll move it closer. Like that. Question mark. I think that's cute. And then I will do, I think I have a family time or with fam something. Family time from Hannah. So the Starbucks one was from the foil bundle, and then the munchkins from Mark, obviously, Once More with Love. And then this is, anything in this font is from Hannah in font 2, which I do love. And I get my custom multi for the week in font 2. And then I have a coupon with Hannah. It's always down below. Then down here, my in-laws came over for food. Oh, basically Lila was not like happy this day. 1, 2, 3. She was not thrilled. I already missed 1, 2. She was not feeling well. We went over to my in-laws because we were gonna eat there, but then Lila was just not having it. Like, she was not about anything. So we were like, I was like, okay, well, Nick drove us here, so I'll drive Nick home with Lila, and then we will, like, I'll come back, and then the boys and us can eat here, and my in-laws are like, why don't we just go to your house, like, all of us, and we'll just cook there. And I was like, wow, what a great idea, because I definitely wouldn't have thought of that, because I'm just, like, scatterbrained. So my in-laws came over to my house. My father-in-law cooked us, like, smash burger taco things, like the taco smash burger. I don't know. They were really good, like 10 out of 10. Great, fantastic, perfect, everything. I also watched Heartstopper, the TV show, while I worked on some things at the PM time, which was very cute. So I watched that. So I'm going to use the little TV icon from the foil bundle. And then this is from my custom multi that was in the, like, typewriter font. I thought that was a cute one to kind of bring in too. Got a lot of fonts going on in this, but, you know, that's just the way. I think they're all kind of, like, neutral enough that it works. Also need to do my nails today. I have, like, a running list, and I feel like I'm going to forget everything, so I'm going to go ahead and write down. Do nails. What else did I say I wanted to do? Edit pics. There was something else, though, remember? Remember. Oh, yeah, edit. BGG vids that I can't schedule because Instagram sucks. Okay. And then in the middle, I just cuddled Miss Lila Joy. So for that, I'm going to use one of these boxes and then just cut it. I think would be cute because, again, I want to see a lot of that background. For Lila, Miss Lila Joy, I'm just going to use a little Once More with Love sticker with the little bunny. And then I am going to do the cuddle time script question mark, or do I want to use, or I'll use the cuddle from here because it's like a little shorter. Cuddle, or I could do with L. That's cute. With L. Adorable. Then if we move on to Tuesday, I went to H-E-B to go grocery shopping. So for that, I'm just going to use another one of these, like, big little things. And I'm going to use the grocery cart from the larger portion of the icons on the old format of the foil bundle. And then I'm just going to use a H-E-B custom script that I made for myself. H-E-B. Then afterwards, we played Mommy Daycare. So basically, Ian and Hannah watched a bazillion children, basically. That's what it felt like. Let's see. So I'm trying to, like, not use the same color next to each other, but I feel like they look a little similar. Unless you're, my eyes are just kind of going at all times. So for that, I'm just going to use, actually what I'm going to do is a playtime sticker, I think. So I'm going to use the playtime sticker of, what do I got? Let's do, like, the little munchkin doing a puzzle because it's cute. And then I have a mom daycare. And then afterwards, it was girls' night. Whoop, 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 whoop. So for that, I'm going to use a little gray box that I'm going to cut and ploop on there. And then I'm going to go into my friends section. I still need to do these, but I'm just so obnoxiously lazy. It's on my list of to-dos when I get back from Disney, to do friends and couples. But I have a lot to release before that because I forgot I had like the boy scribblers. So then it was girls' night. So I have this girls' night script that I'm just going to cut. Girls' night. Boop, boop. Then afterwards, this is going to be a 5-item section. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay those down. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So first things first is we did play some Lorcana, which I love. So I'm going to use the little Lorc icon, the Lorcana. And you can get those at Hannah's shop. I don't remember what she calls them, but if you look up like icon, it should pop up. So I'm just going to also use a Lorcana script, which is in the font too from Plain Hannah. Then afterwards, we did get McDonald's. So for McDonald's, I'm just going to use the little fry from the foil bundle. And the McDonald's script, I'm going to use this one that I made myself. I only have a couple. Well, there's like 8 left on this sheet, but I'm sure those will get used up fast. McDonald's. Then we played a game called Beer and Bread, which was super fun. It's a teeny tiny box. It's a 2-player only game, but it was amazing. We also played My Little Pony deck building game, which was also super fun. It was a real banger of the night. And then we played more Lorcana, which honestly, I couldn't be more thrilled about because I have just been loving Lorcana. When I play against Nick, I almost always lose. Last night we played 3 rounds and I won 1, surprisingly. And then Nick won basically the rest. But whenever I play against Hannah, usually I win, so that's kind of fun. But I'm just like very used to losing when I play against Nick. So for My Little Pony, I'm going to use the little, what's it called? Cards. And then for Beer and Bread, I'm just going to use one of these maple stickers, and these are from the Plain Hannah game icons, which I use a lot. Then on Wednesday, a very long day, we found out this morning that Lila had a double ear infection, which I need to put 5 things in here. So it's going to be a tight squeeze again for my little things. Let's go ahead and stick these in. So let's do 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm going to fit one in between there. We'll see. 4. And 5. Let's see, will she fit? She fits. Okay. So in here, I'm going to put in double ear infection. Poor gal. And I'm just going to put in the little stethoscope from the foil bundle. And then afterwards, I'm going to put in that it was Girls' Day. So we had like 2 Girls' Day this week. So I'm just going to put in Gaming Girlies for my little custom multi-sheet. gaming girlies. And I'm going to do the little star from the foil bundle. Then afterwards, we played some games. So the first game that we played was In the Footsteps of Darwin, which was cute. It was very, 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 very easy. But it was very cute. I would definitely play it again. And then we did go to Tony and Luigi's with Nick and Tony, which was delicious as per usual. I got a sandwich that I love. It's so good. And then we played Grand Austria Hotel, which I was like kind of like, oh boy, this looks like it's going to be interesting. But it was super fun. And I kicked Hannah's butt. So for Footsteps of Darwin, I'm just going to use this because not really any of these work too well. It's like a tile placing game, but like not like it's like a collecting. I don't know. It's weird. And then for Tony and Luigi's, I'm just going to use this little fork and knife from the foil bundle. And then for Grand Austria Hotel, I am going to use the little dice. Super fun, super cute. Then in the second of the 3 boxes, we played some more games. We got so many games done this day. It was kind of wild. So we're going to do this one here. And then one more game. So let's do this gray color. And then, let's do this one down here. And then in the middle, I'll do a patterned fancy label, I think. This like black color. Okay. So for the first thing we did play, well, continuing on, I guess is more the better way of saying things. We played this game called Chomp, which was all right. It wasn't my favorite game. I probably wouldn't pick to play it again. And then we played this game called Mindspace, which was cute. I liked it better than Chomp, but because they were by the same people, it kind of made sense to note that. So for Chomp, I'm just going to use like the little cards here. And then for Mindspace, I am going to use, just use this because it kind of looks like, it's all about the brain and it's like a roll and flip and draw kind of thing. And then we also did play Azul Mini. We played it with Amanda. She really loved it. So for that, I'm going to just use the little puzzle piece because it's a very puzzly game. And then I did go to District 6 with Amanda and Hannah. So for this, I think I wish I had like a 3-friend kind of thing. I'll just use one of these ones like this. And I have a District 6 here. Super fun. District 6 now has empanadas and I was so excited about it. Then we played some more games whenever we got back. We wanted to like try and introduce her to a really nice variety of games. So we played 5 more games. So let's just go ahead and stick those in. Well, just kidding. We played 4 more games. We were going to play another one, but I got tired and anxious and I just wanted to go to bed. So let's stick these in. A lot of little things this week, y'all. Hope I don't run out because it seems highly likely in the current state of things that I may run out of little things. So for this, we played Super Mega Lucky Box, which was really fun, like bingo style game. And we also played Cascadia because we wanted to play something that was kind of like puzzly. I thought she'd like that one. We also played Tiny Towns, which I think she ended up winning, which is pretty cool. Amanda won. I love Tiny Towns. It's not one that Nick really likes. I don't even really know if any of the boys really like it too much because it is a little tricky. And then I feel like also if you like make one wrong move, you're basically done for. We also played Forest Shuffle, which Amanda did not like. She's the first person to not like it. And then we tried to learn Hadrian's Wall, but I was just like losing my mind. So we just quit while we were ahead. So for Super Mega Lucky Box, I'm going to put the little trophy next to Tiny Towns because Amanda won. For Forest Shuffle, I'll just do these random cards up here. And then for Cascadia, I'll do the little puzzle piece. And then for Super Mega Lucky Box, I'll use the little cards as well. And then Anxious and then Hadrian's Wall, I'm just going to use the little heart icon here. Super cute. Then on Thursday, I got Starbucks. I was feeling lazy and tired. So for that, I might use Tired AF because I feel like that's a good one. But I might do 3 fancy labels, which I feel like normally these wouldn't be like things I'd put in fancy labels, but also I feel like I can't use that many little things. I'm trying to, what's it called? Conserve them a little bit. So let's go ahead and do this. And then I'm in the middle one, I'm going to use one of these like small boxes I think would be cute. So for in the middle, I went to Walmart and Target and stress shopped. Because sometimes you gotta do that. So for that one, I have a shopping sticker. For above that, for Starbucks and that kind of thing, I have a scribbler with a coffee cup, which I think is perfect. So I'm just going to use Coffee Run, even though I get the chais. It's okay. It holds the same thing, kind of. And then I wrapped presents this day. So I'm going to use the little scribbler with the birthday hat. Forgot I have these too. I'm just, live my best life. And I wrapped presents this day. I wrapped Hannah's gifts as well as Tony's kiddos gifts this day because I just wanted to get them done while I had everything out. His birthday's not until October, but here we are. Then later this night, I'm going to put in 2 TV shows. So I'm going to use little things because I feel like it'd be weird not to. So I'm just going to use the ones that I have the most of. So 1, 2, 3. For the TV shows, you know what show I used to watch like kind of religiously was what's it called? I guess I use a half box. It's kind of wild, but when in Rome, it's the same color as that. I used to watch Grizzlies Knows Best, and they're like in jail for tax evasion, and it's like 10 years. Didn't Mike Situation go to jail for tax evasion, but it was like a year or like a couple months. It's like, dang, they must have really did some crazy stuff. But I was just like, dang, they in the slammer for a long time. But that's what happens when you do bad things. Bad stuff happens. So, this one is Lorcana with Nick and Tony. So I'm just going to cut this because Tony wanted to learn how to play Lorcana and he liked it. So that was fun. So we played it like 3-person, which was fun as well. Except I will say that I find it extremely annoying that every single time that we play it 3 players, Nick just gangs up on me, which I just think is very annoying. No matter who it's with, Nick just like, he only feels okay ganging up on me, which I just think is very, very annoying. So, hate it, but also whatever. I guess that's what being the wife is. Then we watched After Party. I hate how this isn't centered, but it's fine. After Party, and we also watched Plathville, which is back, which is another wild show. Then on Friday, I had lunch with Hannah. This was Hannah's birthday eve, and I was like, I knew she wasn't doing too much this day because it was Friday, so in the morning, she usually just does, like, random stuff, like, work-wise, but she had a hair appointment, too. So I was like, do you want to do, like, a birthday eve lunch? And she's like, yeah, sure. So I met her at her favorite Mexican place. And beforehand, I was like, I have a little bit of time. I'm going to go over to GameStop. And I went over to the GameStop that's, like, closest to me because there was the Lorcana release day for GameStop. And what am I looking for? And they were like, I got there 5 minutes beforehand. They opened and I went in and they were like, yeah, we're sold out. And I'm like, I thought you were opening at this time. And they were like, yeah, we're sold out. And I'm like, okay. They were like, everybody came and took everything. I was like, all right. He's like, there was a line. I was like, okay. So I left, and then I went to like the Mexican place that Hannah likes. There was a GameStop near it, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna just stop there. I doubt they'll have everything, but if they have a deck box, I'm gonna get one for Tony, because I gave him like a starter deck. So I went over there, and the guy was super nice. The other GameStop guy, I didn't get good vibes from. But anyways, so I went over to that GameStop. The guy was so nice. He's like, yeah, like, only 2 GameStops in Austin even got anything, and it wasn't me. And he's like, if you want something in the future, just like let me know and I'll hold it for you. And I was like, that's super nice. And then he was saying that they opened early today for some like NBA release. But like, if you didn't know, you didn't know. And I was like, okay, that makes way more sense, because I was like, how did they like, they were open like before they were open. So I was like, that kind of makes sense, but also I would have had no idea. So anyways, this day was Nick and I's. Also, we had lunch, had a good time, etc. Then Nick and I had like a staycation booked. We wanted to go see Knife Party, which they were playing at this club, and we were already kind of like meh about this because it was at a club, and like that just seems weird because we just don't, it's not our scene. And then it starts at 9. We were like, all right, like, you know, we'll go. The tickets were really cheap. They're like $30 or $40. So like, we'll just go for a couple hours because we can't stay up that late. It's just not gonna ever happen for us. And then we'll go home. So we got dinner. We ended up going, like, we stayed at the South Congress Hotel, which we never stayed at before, but it was super nice. And they have this restaurant called Mayday, and it was delicious. It was so good. Tasty, tasty. Whenever we were there, we were just like, Nick was like, oh, like, did they put up, like, set time type things? I was like, no. So I went on the club's, so funny saying club, on the club's Instagram page, and it said they posted that day that there was 3 openers. And I was like, and Nick's like, there's 3 openers starting at 9. I'm like, who even knows if they start at 9? Like, but even if they start at 9, I'm thinking like 30 to 45 minute set with set changes. Like, Knife Party could not go on till midnight, probably, because the club closes at 2. That sounds like realistic. They could even not go on until like 12:15, which I don't think they went on until 12:15, maybe even 12:30 based on like my research afterwards. And Nick's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, and he's like, I'm like, no, we're not going to go. So we ended up we were like, well, what else can we do? So we looked at the Alamo Draft House, and nothing was playing that wasn't scary or we didn't already see. So we decided that we were going to go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, that's the only movie Nick wanted to see, and they were playing it at, I think it was like, I don't really know what it was called. I don't know if it was like Flick's Brew House or something. I couldn't tell you, TBH, what the place was called. I think I had been there with Amanda before for some reason. Like, that was like really ringing a bell. But yeah, we went there and saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was pretty good, actually. I really liked it. I feel like if you didn't like it, I feel like that'd be like kind of weird. I thought it was pretty good. For cuddles, I'm gonna use a couple sticker. But yeah, I liked it, and the place was nice. Like, no one was very loud. There was kids in the theater, so the kids were like being a little kid-like. I shouldn't get Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stickers. But anyways, we're being very kid-like. But I feel like as a parent, like pre-kids, I would be like not annoyed, but just like, ugh. So like a little annoyed, I guess. But now that I have kids, it's just, I can block it out pretty good, which is, I can't block out like people mowing the lawn, but I can block out kids. it's a professional feat basically at this point. I don't know. I'll be able to fit this in here. Hold on. But anyways, yeah, the place was nice. The seats were nice. The popcorn was horrible. It's probably the worst movie theater popcorn I ever had. It was like stale. It tasted like it was 100 years old. We're gonna really just like, it's just Teenage Turtles altogether. I was going to try and fit everything in there, and I'm going to do my little rating underneath. But, yeah, the screen was nice, and the sound was super nice, too. I think the screen and the sound might have actually been better than the Alamo Drafthouse. But it was, like, the only place playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So we went, and that's what we did, and we were in bed before Knife Party even went on. Went back, showered, bed, cuddles, you know, the huge, the chillin'. I'm going to actually give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a 4.5 because I felt like it was pretty good. I think it was also better than I expected it to be. So that's kind of nice when that happens. So it's a little less than a half because I cut off too much of the star, but you can get the gist of the situation with that. So I did that, and then just some With My Love cuddles. So I'm going to use the With My Love sticker. So stinking cute. Then if we move on to Saturday, you know what I was thinking about? I might copy Hannah. Me and Hannah are just like the queen of copying each other. Where did it all start? I think it was whenever I got these Crocs that look like a pair of her shoes. And then she ended up getting like a Stanley dupe cup. So we're basically just duping each other. And then the other day she showed up to my house in a purple shirt. And I was wearing a purple shirt. And then I like hurt my knee. And then she got attacked by a grasshopper and hurt her knee in the same spot. And also got a bruise in the same spot. So we're basically just copying each other's lives. On purposely or not. And I think I might do a non-filming planner. Just to use more kits and use more stickers because I feel like so one, I don't have any pictures to post on Instagram because I was like, oh, I could take pictures of spreads. But the problem is like all of these spreads, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know if I counted that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, haven't even been uploaded. Like they are uploaded, but they are scheduled. You won't see them. And like I don't have any spread pictures to post till the 29th of September. And that's in like 2 weeks. And even then I could just post one spread picture. I don't know. I might just do a non-filming planner. And then I could just like hang out by myself and do things. I can even film reels of it. Because I feel like it's hard to like film reels of this. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll copy her. You'll know by now. Because this won't go up till November something. On Saturday, then, so we just cuddled, and then we were like, I think if we would have went to the show, we probably wouldn't have gotten up early this day, so we probably would have slept in and then not been able to do anything this day. So I feel like we had more fun this way. We're just too old for the club, you know what I'm saying? It just never happened. We were never it never happened. Club phase never happened. So this day, Nick did the thing that he does where he's like, hey, where do you want to eat? And I go, I don't really care. And he's like, okay, well. And I'm like, you already had this planned. Why didn't you just tell me? I haven't been able to do that. Just like pick a place. And then there's Hannah who like literally you can ask her, where do you want to eat? And she's like, I don't know. And you have to give her options. And then sometimes like you'll give her 2 options or like kind of just like plan a seat. And she's like, this one. And I'm like, okay. And then I'll tell her next time. And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, you're never helped. She's like, I picked last time. I'm like, you literally picked between 2 things last time. So I'm not really sure you picked, my darling. I don't really think you did. So this morning he wanted to go to Proud Mary's because it's one of Tony's favorite places. So now it's one of Nick's favorite places because they're bestie pals. So we went to Proud Mary's. It was good. It's like fancy breakfast. I want to go there for lunch because I prefer fancy lunch things. But I'm like a basic breakfast gal. Like I ended up ordering like a la carte items to make up the like classic American breakfast, you know, like eggs, bacon, toast, potatoes. That's my breakfast. I don't like the sweets or like bowls. I just want my classic breakfast. But then I feel like it's fun like when you go somewhere you could try their version of the classic breakfast. They don't have one on the menu, but I just made one. And see like how the vibes are. It was good. They had like crazy fancy ketchup. The hash browns were really weird. They looked like tumbleweed basically, but they were good. Like everything was cooked really well, but it just didn't blow my mind as far as like I am basic for breakfast. But Nick really liked it. So honestly, that's all that matters to me is that Nick was happy. And then we got Starbucks and we got cinnamon rolls and we went and Nick got coffee because he won't get coffee at Starbucks because he is high maintenance. And then we just walked South Congress, which is, nothing's really was open that early because we did get up at like 7:30 naturally. And then we were to breakfast by 8. So we're just walking around and we saw, like the day before we went shopping. I don't even know if I said we went shopping, but we did. We went to Nordstrom, Lululemon, and Hollister for to get Nick shorts because I've been trying to get him into 5-inch inseams for forever. And he was always like, I'm fine with the 7-inch, I'm fine with the 7-inch. And then like I showed him like Tony wears 5-inch inseams. And he's like, okay. It's just so annoying. But we got him in 5-inch inseams and they're so cute. So we got most of them from Lululemon, but then Hollister had a couple of pairs on like super discount of like cute fun colors of 5-inch inseams. They have to be like, for him, they have to be the athletic ones because he's very particular about like his clothing, like how things fit. Like neck holes on shirts. Like it's hard to find shirts that he likes because the neck holes have to be like big, but he doesn't like them like huge because like he feels like he's like constricted. And the same thing with shorts, like they have to be specific materials. His socks, his underwear, it's a whole thing. But anyways, he found things that he liked and I was really excited. He ended up getting rid of all of his 7-inch inseam Lululemons that are 6 years old. That's the thing about Lululemon, is it is expensive, but my husband, he has had like 6 or 7 pairs of Lululemon shorts and they lasted him 6 years, and he probably, if we didn't get him new shorts, he probably would have wore them another 7 years because, and they don't even like, they look like they've been used, but they don't, like, you don't see them and think like, oh, like he needs to go buy new shorts, those look rough. Like it's just, you know, that's like he just looks like he's wearing shorts that are not brand new. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so Lululemon, I think worth the dollars in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Weird. University of Austin, Texas is calling me? For why? That's so bizarre. Get the weirdest phone calls ever. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to talk. Not interested. So then Nick was like, well, what do you want for lunch? And I'm like, I'm really not that hungry. Like if I eat breakfast and have a chai. Oh, anyways. So we're walking and we were looking for shorts on this day that were shorter and he couldn't find any. So like denim ones. So we found this like vintage shop like in this like flea market kind of thing, or like a vintage market. I don't really know. And the guy was super nice who helped us out, who like owned the little booth. And we found 2 pairs of like vintage Levi's, which I was like, oh, we could just get like Target Levi's like before we saw this and cut them. But this ended up being cheaper buying them vintage. So whatever. And Nick liked the idea of them being vintage. And then for lunch, Nick was like, oh, what do you want for lunch again? I was like, I don't really care. I'm not like super hungry, babe. Like I am pretty good. So he's like, well, I want Lin's. And I was like, of course you do. So he already like, whenever he asked me what I wanted for lunch, he already had it like up on his phone that we were going to go to Lin's. So we did that and it was delicious. I just got some soup dumplings and we ate some of the cucumber things. Then we decided on the way home, we're like, okay, the kids are already like napping and like in quiet time, so might as well just like go do something. And then like, now I'm like wondering if I'm going to get a voicemail or if they just called for fun. I always love listening to voicemails though, because I'm like, yeah, not going to happen. But anyways, so we went to this like market that was, it's like, you know, like people like get a booth and then it wasn't like the vintage market. It was like more like a artisans market, I guess. And we found Lila this really cute dress that this lady, she definitely gave grandma energy. Like she hand makes them. So it was a really cute dress. I feel like sometimes they're just not my style, but these ones are really cute, really nice quality material. So we got that. And then on the way back, y'all, on the way back to the car, on the way to the market, I was walking and there was this person who was like telling their child like, hey, watch your step here. And then on the way back in that exact spot, I fell. And I'm like, I should sue. But not really, but like I should just be like, hey, like maybe like paint this. Because basically the sidewalk, like there's like two like bricks worth of, not bricks, but like pads worth of sidewalk, right? Like, you know, sidewalk. And then one of the bricks just like goes like this and then like splits. But there's no like, I feel like they should paint the edge, especially because that other person mentioned it and then I fell. And this is like a calmed down bruise. It was like pretty gnarly and it hurt really bad. And then also on my knee, and it wasn't like I was just walking, but I wasn't looking down. On my knee, I have like this nasty, crusty scrape. And then my ankle, I twisted my other ankle and that hurt for a while. It was just horrible. And there's blood everywhere. So there was that. Super fun. Not a fan. So there was that. Then I took a bath. I don't remember doing that, but you know, if it says I did, I must have. So we're going to put that in. I took a bath. I think I was just like, I think from like the blood, I don't think it was the blood loss on this one, like my nosebleed from last week. I think it was the amount of blood I saw. I just have a blood thing. I don't know where it came from, honestly, but I feel like queasy thinking about it. Not like I'm going to throw up, but like more like I'm going to pass out. Yeah, I think I have like a blood thing where like when I see like a lot of blood, I just get like really like lightheaded and like yucky feeling. So I just like sat and like took a bath. I didn't like soak my knee or anything. I just like sat in like 4 inches of bath water and just like thought about life. Then I'm going to put in that it was Hannah's birthday. So I'm going to put that in with a bigger box. Obviously, because it was Hannah's birthday. I'm going to do underneath it. So it was Hannah's birthday this day, and we obviously had game night, because, you know. So for Hannah's birthday, I'm going to use a That Be cake, because that's what I used last year, but also I don't have one that's, like, not a color. But also maybe that would be cute. Or. Pretty sure that's in here, right here. That Be cake in black. There's nothing more Hannah than that. Shouldn't have did that now. All the things are curved and probably why. Okay. That Be cake. And then I got Hannah. And then I don't know why I thought I have birthday though. Oh no, I do. Birthday. So cute. So cute. So cute. I'm actually gonna grab, yeah, that's perfect actually. I like it. And a birthday. Then we had breakfast for dinner because that was her request, and I made all of the things. I made all the things she likes besides toast. I was like, I don't think we need toast today. I made sausage gravy, biscuits, waffles, bacon, which was not requested by her, but I wanted bacon, and something else, hash browns. So made all the things, and then I am gonna go ahead and put in the other stuff, which I need 5 for. So let's go ahead and figure out my life with this one. So 1, 2. I should be good on little things though, I think. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so for this one, we did gifts, which my favorite thing that I got her a bunch of board games, and then I got her this dead pigeon. Basically, I bought a pigeon stuffed animal from Amazon, and I like Sharpied his eyes black, and then I used white nail polish to draw like little X's, and then I clear coated it, and then I went to Michael's and got pink felt and cut out a little tongue, and then like glued it to his, like, so it looks like it's hanging out, so it's a dead pigeon, because that time that she kicked the dead pigeon. And his name is Winston, which is annoying, but also whatever, because I'm not having any more children. Because if Lila was a boy, her name would have been Winston. So it is Winston Poopstar Rayford Zasius, hyphenated. And he is forever going to live at Hannah's house, and he needs to be visible. And she said that was her favorite present that I gave her. So I'm pretty excited about it. It was great. She thought that I was going to get her Crocs, which might happen eventually. TBH, not going to lie, because Crocs are life. Then we had game night. We played My City Roll and Build. We played Herd Mentality, which actually ended up being very fun. And then we also played Food Fight. These were all of Hannah's requests. Obviously, we needed 5-player games, and most of her favorite games are 4-player games. And then we also played Distilled. So these are like her favorites out of the 5-player games. So for My City Roll and Build, I am going to use some Dice-A-Ronies. It was super fun. Chris actually rolled most of the rolls, and he had such good rolls. My rolls were horrible. For Herd Mentality, I'm just going to use these little cards. I don't even know if there is cards, but Food Fight, I'm just going to use the little like champions because Hannah won because she always wins. And then for Distilled, I'm just going to use this little pawn, which took forever because Chris and Tony take forever to play that game. Then on Sunday, I went to H-E-B in the morning with Theo. I think I only got food for like that day though. So I'm just going to use that, and then I'm going to use this one down here. And then in the middle, I'm going to just use one of the like rounded boxes. I don't know why I keep this out because I don't need it. Perfect. So for going to H-E-B with Theo, I'm just going to use the little grocery scribbler because why not? And I'm going to use a with T script from this sheet. And then I did clean the playroom because it was looking busted. And then my in-laws were over for my bussin' pot roast, which is delicious. For that, I'm going to go into the family stickers and just grab one of these grandparents scribblers, which I just think are so funny. And I'm going to do... did I already use the in-laws ones? Maybe. I'm just going to grab one from my regular stash of stickers, in-laws over, that I made myself. Then if we move on to the bottom. Oh, just kidding. The blood wasn't for that. And also, you probably had no idea what I was talking about unless you watched my vlog as to what I meant for. It was a bad luck time. And then on Monday, I was like going to my eyelash appointment, and I've went to many eyelash appointments now and never had any issues. But basically, I was getting up on the like bed thing and I like fell. So I just was having a bad time because this happened, which was the ouch, but there was also a lot of blood. Okay, so that happened, right? And then this day, I was in the shower, and I was like, oh, I'm going to take a really long shower while the kids are in quiet time. Or maybe it was after the kids went to bed. It was after the kids went to bed. Maybe? I don't remember. Maybe this was before that. I don't know. I think it might have been. I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, so this day, so annoyed. I was like, I'm going to take a really long shower, and I'm going to wash my hair and do everything, and it's going to be great. So funny. So I was washing my hair, and I use Olaplex on my hair because my hair is fried. And I got Olaplex in my eye, which, thank goodness I moved my eyelash appointment. That was the next day to that day because it was like later in the week, but my eyelashes on my left side were already looking a little busted. So I moved it closer because I was like, and it would just like day-wise, it would work better. And my eyelashes were like extra busted after this from the shampoo getting in my eye. And then I don't know if it was from the soap getting into my eye or from like aggressively rubbing my face with like face wash soap, trying to like get all of the soap off my eyes. I never felt a burning sensation worse than this in my life. I don't feel like it was a regular shampoo burning sensation. I thought it was like an Olaplex problem. But anyways, so I like was like had my eyes closed obviously because I had shampoo in my eyes. Most of it was in the left eye. And then I'm like calling for Nick to like help me because I'm like can't see anything. And then I like finally like he's coming, but I like find the towel like that I was going to use when I got out of the shower, and I like put up to my eye and I like put it down, and there's blood all over it, and there's blood all over me, there's blood all over the floor, there's blood all over the shower, which obviously is easy to rinse off, but like Nick had to like clean the blood off of the floor. There's blood everywhere, which I actually kind of like, you know, you taste it, and I was like, that makes sense. So there's blood everywhere. And my bloody noses are bad. Like, they just put me out. And then also I'm, like, queasy. And I'm, like, I feel dizzy because of how much blood I'm losing. It was a whole thing. So, I stopped my shower. I basically, like, rinsed my hair, just shampoo. Didn't, like, do anything else in the shower. And I just laid down and took a nap. But before that, I got the blood to, like, settle down in my nose. And, like, it was completely, like, I took the tissues out and I was like, okay, we're done bleeding. And then I have this, like, squeezy thing that I use, but my eye was still burning. And it was, like, the internet was, like, make sure you flush your eye out. Like, go open your eye and, like, get water in there if you can for, like, multiple minutes to, like, flush out all of the shampoo. Which, obviously, my eye's fine now because I'm here with you with 2 eyeballs. But I used the, like, squirter thing, and it's, like, one of the, you, like, squeeze it, and then it squirts out this little hole tube thing. And I, like, squirted it in this corner of my eye, and, like, blood just starts gushing down my nose. And I'm like, ah! So there's blood everywhere again, and then I had to get it to calm down. So I think it was, like, and I was like, Nick, this happened. He's like, yeah, because it's, like, connected to your nose. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So, like, the water pressure into my eye made my nose rebleed and, like, went like a faucet. Like, it was, like, not, like, a small trickle. It was, like, just everywhere. It was just a very bloody day. Hopefully you're not queasy. So anyways, that happened. You know, super fun. So I just had a really bad day. And then the next day, like I said, I tripped. You know? I also want to say that this day, Hannah was like, oh, did you laugh, Nick, when Andrea fell? And I was like, it was like a bad fall. And then the next week is whenever she fell, and I like was laughing so hard. And she's like, it hurts. And I'm like, I'm laughing not because you fell, but because literally 1, it's in the same exact place I fell. And 2, because you literally asked Nick this day if he laughed when I fell. And I was like, it's not that kind of fall. It was actually like kind of tragic. So there's that. Then I did play some Lorcana with Nicholas, where he probably beat me a bunch because that's just the way it works. I'm just going to do a Nick. I actually have this little with here, which is kind of fancy, so I'm just going to put with Nick. And then we decided we were going to start watching One Piece this night. Jess talked about it, Kanish Jess, and I was like, oh, let me watch a trailer, which I usually do whenever she talks about anything. And I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, this actually looks kind of fun. So I was like, let's go ahead. I asked Nick, I was like, oh, like, I want to try watching this. And he's like, I wanted to try watching that. So I was like, oh, you want to, like, watch it together? And he's like, yeah, sure. So we watched it, and we love it. We're on episode, I think, like, 5 now, which obviously this was, like, 4 days ago now. So we'll probably have it finished up when I get back from Disney. And I am very excited because I like it quite a bit. I didn't end up using any of these doodles just because I went Scribbler crazy. But I'll go ahead and show you what is left. We have a lot of foil left, so I have to kind of see what I want to keep versus what's going to go in said pistachio. So let me zoom you out. Okay, so stinking pretty. I love it so much. Annoyed that I messed up the September thing, though, because I totally forgot to put it in between these two. But honestly, it's fine. I didn't feel like at the time either fixing it. But let me show you what I have left. So I have some scripts here, which I definitely will save. I have these scribblers here, which I will save as well. As far as the foil bundle goes, I have these. This page, 2 pages of the bougie, another 2 bougies, some things on this page. This is like leftovers of 2 bundles. That's why there's so many different things. So I'll just kind of pick and choose what I'm going to keep. This one I used a lot of the scripts. Kind of odd. think I might use it for a mock spread, maybe even with this kit. So then for foil that I have from Hannah left, I have just some of these left, which I probably will destash. And then as far as the kit goes, I have a bunch of the full boxes left, 4 of those. And then some deco bits, those with more full boxes. Used a lot of the little things this week. And that is everything. I hope you liked this video. If you made it to the end, leave me a green or a black heart of your choice. And I will talk to you in my next video.